A small percentage of people are open-minded to business opportunities. A small percentage of people have that business owner mindset. What we did about 7 or 8 years ago, it was a major paradigm shift for us, but also it was from a duplication standpoint. It was teaching people how to lead with the product. Now, I will say this. It also depends on what you're most excited about. So if you're in real estate and a lot of your network is business owner, entrepreneurial minded people with that entrepreneurial spirit, then sure, you'll probably lead with the opportunity talking to your real estate friends. Like from a duplication standpoint, what we've seen is that brand new person has more success. Now, again, it depends if it's like a big leader, someone with experience, someone with influence. Sure, they should be promoting the opportunity. But there's a big difference in someone coming to the table with experience, with leadership and influence and, that sort of thing. And your everyday average normal person that gets started, that person should probably lead with the product. So here's what it really boils down to. To answer the question, it depends. Because you could lead with your vision, your story, where you're going, what you're doing, why you're so excited. In fact, write that down. The most important thing is that relatability piece. See, a lot of you follow me or you listen to my podcast or you watch my videos because you relate to what we're sharing. You relate to our style, our lessons, our insights, right? Like it's something that helps you in your business. The point is, it's relatable. So when you start sharing your story, when you start doing your videos, when you start doing your curiosity posts, if someone sees your product and they're like, oh my gosh, like I want to try that stuff, or hey, what is that stuff? Or hey, where do you get that? Or how much does it cost? Or whatever, they raise their hand. Then you can ATM that person, right? You add them to a group, you tag them in a video, tag them in a testimonial, but you can ask them, hey, do you also like money? Would you also be open to a game-changing way to make money from home and online? If so, I can also add you to an opportunity group. The point is, you can still promote the opportunity by leading with the product and then say, hey, would you also like to take a peek at the opportunity? Because even if they say no, seed planted. You just planted the seed. And I'll tell you this too. Some of you are going to be surprised how easy it is to lead with the product and then ask that extra question to see if they're open to the opportunity. You'll be shocked how easy it is. But also some of you're uncomfortable leading with the product because you're excited about the opportunity. So lead with what you're excited about. That's really the answer. Lead with what you're excited about, but don't close the door. See, some of you are really good at promoting products and then you're afraid to talk about the opportunity because you're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to annoy people. I don't want to turn them off. I don't want to be like that MLM person. And I'm just telling you, if you don't recruit those people, someone else is going to. How many of us have heard people say, I'll never do one of those things, or I'll never do one of those things again? 6 months later, they're, coming out of retirement, or they found something that was so good that they just had to jump on board. I just think it's a matter of, number one, improving your language, right? Some of us, maybe we don't like the existing scripts. Maybe the scripts that your company uses, like you don't like them. Well, find some scripts you like. Maybe it's just you have this like deep insecurity or fear of rejection. And I get that. I know a lot of people suffer from fear, which is false evidence appearing real. We have this like chicken list of people. Like we have people that are literally in our cell phone, in our neighborhood, they're Facebook friends, they're Instagram followers, and we have not connected to those people. And, the problem is a lot of you, like, unless somebody's literally like in your inbox asking you about your product, you're not prospecting them. And look, you can sit back twiddling your thumbs waiting for people to ask you about your products or opportunity. But I think that's short-sighted. And I think you're doing yourself a disservice because there's some people out there. There's people watching. There's people that are curious. There's people following you. They're friend requesting you, or it's an existing friend and they just don't see any of your posts. Like if you're not creating conversations and proactively reaching out to people every single day, you're not serious about your business. Now, I know everybody says, oh, I want to be rich. I want to do this. I want to be debt free, freedom. They want all these things. It's like everybody wants to go to heaven. Nobody wants to die. You know what I'm saying? Like people want to be super successful, but at the end of the day, it's going to be you getting outside your comfort zone and being okay with maybe not feeling super comfortable in the beginning with the scripts. Maybe not feeling super comfortable talking about the products with confidence. Maybe you're super nervous about doing videos. Maybe you're super nervous to share your story and be vulnerable and be authentic. But all of this stuff is very common. It's very normal. It's super normal that you're going to struggle with some of this in the beginning at first. Like you're not super good at creating curiosity around the products yet. You're not very good at prospecting yet. You're not very good at video yet. You're not very good at recruiting or team building or duplication or onboarding or right? All this stuff yet. But the fact is, if you're not having those business conversations, whether you lead with the product or lead with the opportunity and you're just sitting back, like waiting for people to ask you about your business or ask you even about your products, that's a recipe for disaster. You're never going to build anything significant with that mindset, with that mentality, unless you're like super influential. Now, I will say this. Yes, you can build a following. Yes, you can build influence. Yes, you can get to that point where your inbox is blowing up with leads. But to sit back, twiddling your thumb, waiting for that to happen is not in my opinion, that is not the best way to go about building an online business. That's not the best way to go about creating momentum in your business. So you have to be proactive. Whether that's 5 people a day, 1 a day, like could you all start 1 conversation a day? Could you all prospect 1 person a day? After 30 days, that's 30 people. You've prospected. That's 30 seeds you've planted. Get over yourself. Get over your fears and your doubts and your insecurities and that stinking thinking and those limiting beliefs, because there's people out there on their knees every night praying for a miracle. And you just got to open your freaking mouth. You're not a secret agent. Do you get paid to keep yourself quiet? No, you get paid to promote your products, to acquire customers, to enroll people into your business, and then teach them how to build a business. Teach them how to go out there and lead with the product, lead with the opportunity. And what I would tell you, if you're really undecided about this, reach out to 50 people this week. I'm going to challenge you. Reach out to 50 people this week and lead with the product. Whatever your hero product is, that's what you should focus on. And then reach out to 50 people about the business. That's 100 people you reached out to, 50 with the product, 50 with the business, and just pay attention to the results. Pay attention to the responses you're getting. And by the way, be a human first and a marketer second. Never go straight for the jugular. If I'm reaching out to Roel, hey, Roel, how's it going, bro? It's been a hot minute. What are you up to these days? What are you focused on? Creating a conversation. And pending on his response, if he gives me a 1-word answer, I'm probably not going to spend too much time on him. I'm good. Like they don't even, like one of the best things I love to do is ask people questions about their business or what are they up to for 2 reasons. 1, because, I just want to create the conversation and I'm genuinely curious. Number 2, I know in turn, they're probably going to ask me what I've been up to. So I might tell people kind of what we're up to, some of the different things we're doing. I might just kind of plant the seed that I'm launching some new teams right now, which I am, right? I've enrolled 7 people in the last 10 days. So the point is I'm telling them what I'm up to, but I'm not necessarily like going straight for the jugular. First conversation is not, hey, I see you're following me, or I see you saw my story. Would you like to join my team or buy my product? Like, ew, no. Now, listen, if that's working for you, keep doing it. You do whatever works for you. But if it ain't working, obviously, this strategy might be advantageous for you. But you can simply say, hey, listen, the reason I'm reaching out to you is because. So you had a little back and forth, and then you say, listen, the reason I'm reaching out to you is because I'm doing something new, something I'm really excited about. Our company, I love to say like this is a unique situation, but our company is, doing a big event next month. Our company's launching a new product. We're opening a new market. Have an excuse. And I thought of you. Very simple. Lead with the product, lead with the opportunity, test it out for yourself, figure out what you're most comfortable with. But I will tell you, if you're not mentioning your business, so even if you lead with the product, if they say yes, you should mention your business. You should mention residual income. Have you thought about owning your own business? Have you ever done anything in sales or marketing before, or ever monetized your social media? That's another great question. I ask that all the time. Are you doing anything to earn residuals? Are you doing anything to monetize your social media?